Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to you if this is your first time. So into this project I'll show you how you can make this geometric cube table lamp or nightstand lamp using just a few pieces of 2x2 material. And trust me, it's a lot easier than it looks like. But before we jump into the video, let's just take a quick look at it on Etsy. It's priced well and it's selling well. I like to look at reviews from people who bought it in recent months, and this one has a few sales from the past couple of months. And as you can see, the price ranges from $85 up to $400 as you increase the size of it. And like I said, it's a lot easier to build than it looks using just these cuts that you can make on a miter saw. So let's jump right into the build. So essentially we just need two cuts, one at 8 inches long and the other small pieces at 6 inches long. Now planing the board is optional, but it will make for straighter cut, especially for dimensional lumber that are usually not very straight. And so the first cut will be at 8 inches long. We'll just make sure the end of it already has a 45 degree and then measure from that end 8 inches. And then make the other angle cut at that line, the 8-inch mark. And then just simply flip the board so that the inner side of the angle is facing you, and then make the next cut. And then you just keep flipping the board and making the cuts at the 8 inches mark, and make up to 12 pieces of that. Now for the next cut, which will be at 6 inches long, we'll make the first angle cut on one side, and then for this, make sure the angle cut side is facing downwards, and then make another 45 degree angle at that point. And make sure to pay attention to how the angle is currently facing before you make that cut, because the next one will have to be flipped over to make the cut. And this is what it should look like if you made the cuts right. And then for the last set of cuts, also at 6 inches, we mark the 6 inches mark. Now pay attention to how the angle is oriented, how it's turned. And then you make the 45 degree angle at the 6 inches mark. And that is how the two 6 inches should look like. They should mirror each other. You can set up a stop block and make these cuts. I typically like measuring and making the cuts, so up to you if you want to set up a stop block. In here, see how the 6-inch boards should look like. You should have 6 of those and then 12 of the 8 inches boards. And to assemble these, I used wood glue and 2 inches brad nails. When I make the next one, I intend to use screws or dowels to fasten them together. Either way, I'll make sure the fasteners are hidden. At this point, I want to quickly remind you that all you need is a little bit of faith and some action. As you can see, I'm using the squeeze clamps to hold the angles together until the glue dries. I'll be sure to include a link to where I got those in the description, in case you want to pick up one for yourself. Now with the first set of 45 degree angles all dried up, it was time to put the rest of it together. I'm still using the wood glue, the 2-inch brad nails, and I'm using the squeeze clamps to hold it whilst the glue dries. I hope by now you can see how easy it is to build this. A couple people who I watched building this, they both said the same thing, that it was a lot easier putting it together than it seemed. So I hope you are encouraged and inspired to give it a try. Now, this might be the only part that I think could be challenging, but holding it with the bright nails makes it go a lot easier. Otherwise, you might have to glue it in pieces and wait for the glue to dry before you, in sections I mean, and wait for the glue to dry before you continue. And that's where I think using screws will help to make the process go a lot more faster. I can see where you can actually use CA glue as well. And for staining, you can use your color stain of choice. I think it's nice without the stain as well. And I'll also leave a link to the bulb that I'm using. It's a rechargeable bulb in case you want to check that out. I'll put a link to that in the description also. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and then check out one of these videos that are showing up on your screen right now. Thank you. Until next time, take care and God bless. And as usual, I hope you will have a tangible experience of God's love today.